Okay, and welcome back, guys. Today's episode is a rather unique one. Won't be doing any building in here, actually. My food has basically dropped to nothing, and I'm starting on the nice slow decline of starving to death. So I've agreed to make a trade trip out. I think it's somewhere around... Oh, let me delete this real quick. There we go. By the way, I went out to the mine and died a bit more. So, yeah, I died a few times, actually. More like 3. Anyhow, we're going to be making a trip out in this area right here. My co-host's village is, I think, somewhere over here. Somewhere that way. So... we're just gonna see if we can find her and maybe get a, well, little trade agreement going on. Meantime, these are some of the things that she's asked for, and we'll be getting a few things in return. But in order to do that, I do need to get a few things ready. So, one of the things I want... Ooh, actually, find some of that stuff here. I want to bring my ladders. Do I want anything else? Nope. Ladders and my saw. That's all I'm looking for. And I'll explain why I'm bringing the ladders and saw later. Switched out the copper anvil with the bronze anvil. And we got ourselves some double sheets. Don't worry, I will be making some of these on camera. That's why I set aside the 4 double ingots. That way, you know, you guys wouldn't miss everything. I try to do everything at least one time for you guys on camera. But this is not a let's play and it's not a let's build, so I'm trying to keep the tutorial part pretty minimum and just take it for the fact that you understand what's going on. If you don't, speak up, because otherwise I don't know. And I don't know that I missed it. So let's head off on this grand adventure. And find that creeper up there.
There's one of those hanging outside my door.
Alright, we can't shoot anything because all of our arrows are not on our back. There we go.
No! Oh, you.
What's up?
I dislike creepers intensely. I tried to get him to not blow up by fleeing out the door hoping he would follow me. Instead, he took that as a sign to blow up this whole side of my farmhouse.
That is why Notch originally left him in. They're supposed to be siege mobs.
I understand the principle, but they're still annoying.
I just wish he had found like a different model to use for siege mobs. I don't know, like a cave troll or something would have been better. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit biased towards like Lord of the Rings. But a cave troll just seems so much better. Oh look, it's a cave troll. I just thought you ought to know.
They've got a cave troll. Gee, thanks.
Well, you know, it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not, unless you're the one fighting it. Then it's not exactly a good thing either.
Back to the wandering around days. It's like, where am I going? I don't know. That's okay. I think I have an idea. That's good enough, right? Ooh, mushrooms.
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't know, I just thought it was like a detour to mushrooms.
I do have some sugarcane seeds.
We could substitute that for the bushes that we were aforementioning discussing.
Oh, I actually have some more malachite in here. Actually, does that make enough?
Did you want any cherry tree saplings?
I would like some if we can make the books balance enough to allow it.
Well, you said that you were set on food. So
I am?
I figure whatever discrepancy we can balance with pounds.
Okay, that makes sense.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and
Those are freshwater barrels.
take a look and see if I can get some of these saplings to play nice with us.
Okay.
I got a potential of 2 over here. Okay, so... I mean, as it stands with our other trade agreement, the books balance in my favor of 5 pounds.
Okay.
So we are gonna have to find some way to balance it anyway. And while we're at it, you know, we might as well do some other stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I got 3 cherry tree saplings I can trade with you.
Alright. And I actually have 2 apple saplings I do not mind giving away. Red apples, at least. I don't have any green yet.
Thought
but
that was already on the trade agreement.
Was it? One moment.
Check the trade agreement.
There are no red apple saplings because you weren't sure if I had any to give away. I just because it's now not longer fall and I no longer need the red apple tree. I went ahead and chopped the cross beams and boom, I got 3 of them.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So
You
that helps.
have 3 extras, or just
I
3
have
that you want to trade, or less
I
than
have-
3 that you want to trade?
I have less than 3 I want to trade. I have 1 I want to keep and 2 I want to trade.
Okay, okay, okay.
Did you need any peaches, by the way?
No, I'm good on peaches.
Yeah, I remember. You're the one who has all the peaches.
Peach preserves for days. All this derping around, and I have not found you guys yet.
One moment. Let me check my atlas. After I finish chopping down this tree that is threatening this poor peach tree here. There we go. Now it has some breathing room.
But don't worry, when I get closer, I'm gonna, like, erect a tower. That's the whole reason why I brought the, supplies.
Understood. I'm gonna run up to the mine and back again as far as I'm concerned because I need to, double check that, chest in the mining house and also a shack, if you will, and also grab the mud bricks that I left there.
Oh, I just found the coast. So I'm gonna follow that and see if I can get a little bit of a better idea where things are. Because if I recall, yeah, I could just build a road out here and do a little mining town over down there by that mine. Have that be a stop on the journey.
Hey. People didn't always need a lot when they stopped once. They just needed a place that provided basically water.
Rest your feet, rest your stomach, rest your gullet. Possibly rest your head, but not always.
Exactly. Sometimes they simply had a green where you were somewhat safe and you were free to have some water.
Well, we definitely got that over there. Wouldn't be hard to make that transition for it anyway. Since I think that one already has a shack over there. I'm just more or less trying to get as far as I can in one day.
Understood.
At a leisurely pace, of course.
Hey. Part of the fun of taking a journey is to see what there is along the road.
I'm also shamelessly collecting rocks for building my road. What? I use a lot of cobble for my road. And sometimes it's hard to have enough rocks for it.
And it's actually why I decided after some consideration to do gravel. Cobble does honestly look better though.
Now, if I don't tell you, I could possibly just snipe this pig off and poach off of your land. Oh, you know what? I have got to go talk to a doctor about installing a filter.
Yeah, you gotta do something about that.
Okay, so the sun is definitely going down. Oh, there's ash trees here.
Yep. I have a lot of lovely ash trees.
So I'm thinking we're gonna build a tower on top of that. Let's find some nice tall trees to cut down real quick. Oh yes, mining fatigue. Oh, you gotta love it. I wonder if I could go back in there and kill that pig and cook it before she noticed.
Yeah, pigs I have plenty of. I don't think I need to tell you the one animal you can't kill because I don't think that would be your first instinct when you saw it.
Oh, you got cows?
No, not yet. That would be lovely. Sheep. There's
Oh.
sheep out there, remember, somewhere.
Nice.
They should be farther east than where you're going, but if you happen to go too far, you'll probably might run into them.
I'm hugging the water pretty nicely.
Yeah, but on the east or the west side.
What do you mean?
There's two billows of water. There's the water to...
Tell you what, I'll tell you after I get up somewhere that's a little safer.
Understood. As it is, I'm going to have to, I'm not going to get all the way home tonight. Blast.
Come on, something that divides by 4, please. Oh great, Zoms.
Yeah, there's
Zoms want noms.
Crap.
Oh, cool. There's a nice Skelly out here, too. You know what, Mr. Skelly? That's fine. You just keep launching those arrows. I think I'm gonna run away now. Miss Passive Aggressive at her finest. You know, I think I've been on top of this mountain before. A long, long time ago.
Blast. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That would be
Oh,
a
that's
wither
wrong.
skeleton. I do not want to meet that.
Hi, Mr. Zoms. No, you can't eat me tonight. Thank you, though.
Only I could find a low-growing tree. Ah, I see my original hovel. I'm safe.
Oh, good. We have enough. Good, good, good. Ah, now the question of, do we go ahead and platform it here, or do we go a little higher? Let's see, if we platform it, we can get 10 planks out of this. It still wouldn't be enough, but it would be pretty close. Yeah, let's go ahead and platform it. And the way you can tell that is all you have to do is multiply by however many logs you have. It's a great little trick. Just because we're starving to death does not mean we need to dehydrate too. Okay, so you said that you wanted 2 cherry tree saplings in exchange for 2 red apple saplings?
Yes, please.
Okay, got that all set aside for you. Let's see if we can take a pop shot at that zombie down this murder hole. English, not good. Wish English better, but it's not. He ran away.
You're too awesome for him.
I guess the zombie actually had a brain. Holy cow. Okay. No, he decided to come back. So we almost have ourselves a nice observation deck here. We need to just remove a couple things. These trees here would be a great thing to remove. All three of them are ash, though. I think we got time. Let's try for it. In worst case scenario, we can always just run back up that ladder. Strange feeling this stone axe isn't going to do us anything anymore. I think we're good on the ladders. Let's just get some of these trees removed. And my hopes is that this hickory tree is so close to the ash that they'll both just kind of count as the same tree. But if it doesn't, then we know for a fact that it's tree type dependent, not just location dependent. Yep, tree type dependent. And before we head out, we're going to wait for the fog to lift. That way we can get a very nice view of what's going on around us. And then we can check our map too. And there's a decent chance that I'm going to be editing out quite a bit of the dead air and just nothing that's happening. So if you guys are worried about this being a long episode, that's likely not going to happen. Take for instance, right now I've been recording for about 28 minutes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how long the recording is going to be at this point. Okay. Okay, so I see that there is a body of water here. I see that I could go around it two different ways. I'm on the kind of north of the bottom part of it, but on the east coast of it.
Is that the body of water that's nearest to your kingdom? The one there's like a thoroughway with the body of water on one side and another on the other? You may not be able to tell.
No, that's the one that's farther away. Farther north.
I'm not sure. If you run into a mining shack and some limestone, you've gone too far. The problem is mine is so fiddly, almost to get
You don't have
to.
a defined kingdom boundary yet?
I do kind of, but the larger problem is it's so weird next to yours and I don't have any signposts.
Well, you know what? After I find your quote capital, we can always establish a trade route, which will make this trip a lot faster and easier on both you and me in the future.
Oh yeah. I know, in the meantime we're kind of stuck with a little bit of a confusion. Oops.
In that case, I'll hasten instead of picking up every single rock I see. That is so weird.
What is?
I'm looking at a sequoia tree that it looks like it wasn't properly removed by the chopping mechanic.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm standing at its base.
Try going north. I think I've seen it as well, and I can't remember how exactly it goes from my place, but it shouldn't be too far. Where's that door? There, I've almost fixed the damage from the creeper. Almost.
Do you have everything needed for your end of the trade?
Yes, I should. Whoa. What just happened?
I thought you were in the mountains. This is opening back out.
It does both. There are mountains behind me, and then I have a large plain right where, with a bunch of swamp, basically. Big ponds. Iced over at the moment.
Yeah, out of curiosity, did you ever find any, nickel?
No, not that I know of. What'd you find?
I didn't. I was just wondering.
Okay. No, not yet. There is more gabbro around here, which I need to explore more thoroughly. I need to make more core samples.
You do know what the name of the, ore we're looking for that has nickel is, right?
What is it called?
It's called garnierite.
Garnierite. Yeah, no. I've seen galena. Tons of galena.
Great, so you've seen the silver-bearing lead ore. Nice.
The worthless one that nobody...
Yeah, the worthless one, because they decided to go with, lead as its use instead of...
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty worthless.
Yeah, I know, which is why I didn't mention it. It's like, yeah, I've seen that. What the heck? Did something just shoot me? Oh, hi.
No, I didn't shoot you. I shot at you.
That's fine. I was thinking it was a skeleton hidden somewhere.
I meant to freak you out, that's all.
Alright.
So, this is your little settlement then?
Yep. That's the orchard, obviously. It's expanding this way later. It's not done yet. That's actually what these dirt blocks are. They're a reminder for me where other trees are going.
You're spreading them out pretty far.
I probably go a little farther than technically is accurate. I tend to be jumpy about underguessing, because once you plant them, you can't unplant them.
Oh, yeah, not for about a year.
Yeah, that's this is what's left of the damage my creeper friend did. Originally there was
Nice.
this window on that side, and there was even some flowers planted here. Not anymore.
Well, you know what? Here, let me give you a gift. Bam. There.
There we are. Alright, let me see what I've got here.
I'm gonna take a look around and see what all your settlement looks like.
Yeah, there's not much beyond this right now, especially now that it's winter. You can see where the farm fields were, and you can see why I said I have no issue with cranberry bushes.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you go actually straight east here, I'll show you. You can see where the main village is going to be later. I actually have a bridge up.
You hurry up filling your end of the trade request, and I will make sure to look around.
Okay.
And steal some of your rocks.
You're welcome to the rocks. The rocks are free.
Okay.
Let's see. One of these is malachite. Which one is it? That's on.
I figured as much. That's why I helped myself to some of these rocks.
Oh, nice. So I did miss it.
You have no clue how close it is to your house.
That's
And I'm not
sad.
telling you either. Yes, you own the mineral rights, but unless if you find it and claim it, I am not gonna have any shame in taking that.
Alright then. So something I need to do is go figure out where that is and take a mine. That's okay. I now have a little bit of experience building a small mine shack, so.
especially since you don't have any defenses, like, anywhere close to guarding it.
Yep.
Oh good, you have a water source here. And it's fresh water, oh goodness.
I have fresh water all over the place. One thing I'm not short on. I also have several vessels around. You can help yourself too.
No. I brought my own. Just waiting on the trade to go through so that way I can get on out of here.
One moment. That shouldn't be much longer. I'm basically making sure I've got the proper portions of everything at the moment.
I'm gonna talk to my audience real quick and more or less just come up with a plan.
Okay.
Okay, so as we can see, our rival kingdom is over here, and more or less we can make a little stop here at the halfway point. So I'm planning on going ahead and making myself a little road. It won't be a fancy road, but maybe like tilling some dirt to kind of keep me on the correct path, and finding a nice way to get through, kind of to just expedite the process. So we don't need to make a stop here, because once she builds her kingdom large enough, we'll be able to stay at the inn and trade at the marketplace instead of just meeting her wherever her house is, because that's about as far as her kingdom is right now. But then we'll come on down this way, and this is the way we'll make the return trip. And we'll stop here, where we have our mining camp, and we'll develop this into a little bit more of a, you know, stop by the roadside. We'll build probably an inn, and just a couple houses for the miners. That way they can actually stay where they're working. Because that seems to be all I'm using this area for, because there's my tin mine, where I get the considerate from. My zinc comes from the sphalerite mine over here. My bismuth comes from the bismuthinite mine, and then the infamous tetrahedrite mine, where I've died like 7 or 8 times, is right over here. So we'll just develop this around the hot springs and turn that into a small mining town. And that'll have another road that will connect down to our kingdom down here. And with that being said, it's 38 minutes on recording. I'll probably edit some of this down to make it a little bit shorter for you guys to watch, but that is all for my episode today. So I will go ahead and trade, and next thing you guys see, we'll be back at my town. Next episode, I will make the double sheet for you, and then we'll start getting to work on building the bloomery and building the carpenter. So, have a nice day.